Steep route.
Yes.
Let me start
Whoops.
over.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Is my head centered in the frame?
Yes, it is now.
Okay.
Took the
Because
extra time.
sometimes I'm like a little bit off to one side, so I have to sit awkwardly in my chair. So okay, let me just make sure that I'm good to go, right? Centered here?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I think so.
As long as it's good on your little
Nick,
dashboard.
stop moving your camera. No, that's perfect, actually. Hell yeah. All right, let me try again.
Right.
No editing.
Earthquake, I'm
This is
sorry.
all just happening. You all watching on Twitch, this is pre-recorded, and it's hot. Sweating. My eyes are sweating, and there's parts of my shoulder that are also sweating that I didn't know could sweat. Gross. I don't like it.
Interesting.
It's 50 degrees in this room right now, and I hate it. Well, not in this room. In Michigan right now, it is 80 degrees in this room.
That's hot.
55 outside right now here.
Gosh.
Wish I could open up this window.
I live in the Pacific Northwest, where it's a lot cooler. Good
All
for
the time,
you,
though.
Nick.
Yeah.
Not bad. I'd take cold weather over hot weather.
Yeah, you can put more
Seasons.
clothes on. You can't
Seasons.
take your skin off.
Seasons are
Northern
overrated.
California is pretty great. It's just the more expensive, a little hotter version.
Fair.
You can only take so many clothes off before it's illegal. You can always put more clothes on.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but I prefer the cold. Anyways, as I was saying, this is session 004, Whispers of Doom. Couple of 5e converts and Paizo stands ramping around the beginnings of this Pathfinder 2e standalone module called Rusthenge, taking us and the PCs through levels 1 through 4. Then, when we get there, 2 years, 2.5, we'll transition to the 200-page campaign, 7 Dooms for Simp. Disclaimers: we're in no way, shape, or form endorsed, associated, or sponsored by Paizo, Twitch, Foundry, VTT, Zoom, Discord, Sirenscape, or Bailey Wiki. But we're open to the idea, and I use all of them for things. Foundry, when we maneuver to the map, I don't use them all to the fullest ability because I'm still learning everything about them. But all the software is wonderful, except that one piece. You know which one. Give us a follow, like us, ring the bell, join our Discord, share us with fellow degenerates across the globe. Looking at you, Vancouver, Victoria. Is it you? I want to be. Check out our other podcasts, Devils, Elves, and Dice, which is on hiatus, where we Abomination Bolts, Major Path. Random Rolls Podcast, it's a variety show of ttrpgs, modules, and one-shots. And, sorry, I got very afraid that my recording got stopped for some reason, because my screens went weird. GM-less games, homebrew stuff. What? Buddy?
Nope. Yep. Just laughing.
Something
We're
about our
talking
butts.
shit.
Next. Shitty butts. Speaking of shitty butts, this is adults only. Olds bar, top tier shit, dick, and dirty bean water jokes. And we're all consenting people. Playing make believe. Anything can happen. Say something very, very, very inappropriate. No, not racist. My mind's always in the gutter, Dylan.
I know.
Sexual gutter. Alright, I'm just gonna continue on with the copy.
I got nothing.
Insert balls joke here.
Yeah.
Balls and
exactly.
beans and balls, and maybe some rusty trombones. Doo, 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 doo.
I used to play trombone.
Oh yeah, I used to play
Also
saxophone.
Trumpet.
Played alto.
I was a saxophone player too.
Oh really? Did you play what? I played alto.
I played tenor.
Nice. Alto,
Got a full
tenor.
band together.
Good.
Yeah, let's go to a ska band.
Would you say you played, Dylan?
Trumpet.
Trumpet,
Yeah.
two saxes, trombone. Nick, where are you at? Band.
Moral support.
Band
We always
manager.
need one.
Band
Exactly.
manager.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be the guy screaming in the crowd, even if there's no one there. Go yeah.
You are the
Yeah.
crowd. That's all the crowd we
Front row.
need.
Yeah.
Need to read. I want to bust it out now. In arm's reach. Okay, good.
Oh, dude,
Ow.
my valves are so stuck. It's not a
Um,
euphemism.
We.
Yeah.
Back to you, listeners and audience.
Yeah.
We're very close to Twitch affiliate. We'll be planning several streams before this month's end to hit the requirement, so keep an eye out for random alerts and notifications. Mentioning this because once we're able to receive bits and donations, you can reward our ne'er-do-wells, the players here, with hero points or obols, as well as possibly random encounters. We fleshed out the table, and I'm very excited to see how that transpires. Special thanks to Andrzej Bartolovic, aka Maggot Meister, on his socials, and I hope I don't pronounce this incorrectly, Jolt Feed or Woogrash here on Twitch for all of their art. Got some stuff happening in the background for more art, for merch, and our player characters here. So I'm very excited to see the end result of that when they come to fruition. Give them a follow, give them a like, talk to them for work because their art is fucking mwah, chef is a kiss. And I also like to thank all of you wonderful followers. And most recently, Finder of Paths and Stars, another group of wonderful Paizo podcasters and content creators. Little Sax, Silent Brad, Miro Monty, Bright Knight 567, Tuttle Boy, a superb player and human being, as well as a veteran of the ttrpg sphere. I've had the pleasure of having him at a game. Jason's awesome. I hope that's your name,
that?
or is it Justin? Justin or Jason? I'm sorry. I should have said your first name in the first place. Anyways,
Like what was it? Turtle Boy?
Tuttle?
Oh, okay. I thought you
Tuttle
said you
Boy.
were Turtle Weird.
Tuttle Boy. Yeah, I guess that would be like turtle with a lisp.
I
Turtle?
like
Yeah.
Tuttles.
Turtle.
That kid.
Turtle Boy. Oh, Bluey. They're difficultly pronunciating words as I am now. Anyways, elusive combat or combat as it was pulled from sheet here. Turn about roundhouse. Hi, thank you for the follow. Thirtso, an absolute gem of a dude. Love you, Tyler. Stay golden. The Fools Flew. Smoke.
Oh,
Oh no, not smoke. Some kind of
fact.
witch. Yes.
Fool's Flu is my partner.
Oh, hello, Cody's partner.
I was just gonna say that. Hi, Cody's partner.
Hi, Cody's partner. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. We hope we don't run you away from watching us or Cody.
He's busy sleeping
Okay.
during most of it.
Perfect. And HTV Mia El Chivo, another streamer here on Twitch. Check him out. Chris, you're also our first t-shirt order. He's picking up the Live by the Die and Die by the Die t-shirt. So yeah, thanks, man. We really appreciate it. And let's celebrate the small wins by purchasing more of our custom merch at deathdreamstudio.net.
Pause for dramatic effect.
I will
Let everybody go to the website.
Yes, give you a chance to visit.
while you're
Peruse.
looking for the website, everybody going to purchase those shirts right now, I'm sure. some kind of glitch. That's my friend Andrew. Thank you very much.
No, what's up, Andrew? Hi. Hello.
Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
House rules. Referring to hero points as obols, 'cause that's our motif. Still playing through the PF2 remaster rules to the best of our ability. Hero point cards. Do we want to draw new ones? Or shall you keep them?
Do
I
new
don't
ones.
hate mine.
Oh, outvoted. Never mind.
Oh,
No,
change it
it's,
if you'd like.
it's per person.
Yeah.
I'll change mine.
Hey.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
pull it, and when we go around intros, we can talk about them.
How
How
do
do
I
I do
pull
it
a new
again?
one?
That's a great question.
Do we
I'm
just
glad I'm not
use
the
it
only one.
and then it gives us an access to a new one?
That might be the best way to do it.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, because like I'm never gonna trigger mine because I have fucking low AC.
Well, mine just gives me 1 HP.
That could be the one that you need.
Mm-hmm. Better not die by 1 hit point this
Right.
session.
If you do, Fen will laugh at you.
Calling me out.
No, I'll use mine to protect you as you're dying.
Okay, yeah. So I used it and it's gone. So I don't know how to do another one.
I think
Yep.
you can
No
just
idea.
left click on the hero point pips. Should bring it back up. Then you should hero point card action again.
Ooh.
Yeah, does it work?
Ah, I see.
Ah.
Yes.
Excellent.
See him.
I know what I'm talking about half the time.
Oh, I have a discount barbarian ability.
Reckless charge. That's funny. We'll talk about it. Once I get through these house rules, we're still using the critical fumble and hit decks in combat for only natural ones and 20s for named characters and the PCs. Secret trait. Secret trait.
Once per episode.
The secret trait.
What?
What? The secret trait is in full effect, where I can only see the results of the roll. That's it. So let's move on to intro, shall we? Let's start with who do we start with? Let's start with Cody.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Cody, and I am a newbie to the scene for the most part. I've been about a year in the ttrpg world. Pathfinder and Starfinder have become my primary systems. I still run some 5e here and there, which maybe after the CEO of WotC quitting earlier today, we'll see what happens with that. Maybe I'll run some more
What?
5e. Yeah, that was an event.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Cynthia.
Hasbro's still
Oh,
there.
maybe.
Yeah, it still
So-
Hasbro.
Still
There's
has
that. So I won't say anything further on that, just in case we would ever play a 5e podcast. But
I won't be running it. I'll let you guys.
fair enough.
Yeah.
But anywho, so I've been doing that, and very much looking forward to Starfinder 2nd Edition and all the new Pathfinder 2 content coming up. There's a whole shit ton of it,
Love it.
including 4 new classes. So very much looking forward to that.
Rest in peace, Goro.
Oh,
Yeah, Gorham is dead. Spoiler for those who have been following the Godream prophecies.
Yeah.
spoiler for all of Iron Harbor.
Exactly. Sorry about it.
They're all
Yeah.
gone though. Well, I'm assuming anyway.
They're all dead. They all died with him. Yeah, so I play Fen Suzis. He is a human. Pause for dramatic effect. I mean, by this point, if you've been with us for the past few episodes and you have not yet figured out what Fen's class is, I don't know what to tell you.
Don't tell him anything.
And that is not a slight, but it also kind of is. Yeah, anyway, before I go further down my ADHD rabbit trail, we're gonna throw this over to Nick.
All right, I'm Nick. My gaming experience started 20 years ago. My first time playing Dungeons and Dragons, I actually was playing without dice. My DM was just determining the roles.
I see a child. Two.
Yes.
There was two children behind you.
The larger person thanked my son for kidnapping my other son to get him out here. So
Shout out.
Yeah, thanks
The
for
first-
watching.
Thanks for stealing your brother.
Yeah. And so my first time playing was about 20 years ago, and I would just do what I want to do, and the DM just decided yes or no, basically.
That's fun.
But yeah, that was almost 20 years ago, and now it's grown into so much more with 3.5. I never did much 4th or 5th edition, moved into Pathfinder 1st edition for a couple of years, and 2E has taken over my life. So now we're here. And I will throw it over to Dylan.
Who are you playing?
Oh, me.
And what's your new hero point card?
Oh, good point. Yeah, sorry, I was a little distracted by
No, it's
little
all good.
ones.
It's all good.
So I'm playing Faradir, also a human, but there's reasons why, not just because I'm being boring. Not saying that anyone else is.
Humans aren't boring.
It's the no abilities score loss.
Yeah. Well, people, well, I mean, like that Jacob had said, like, why play a human when you are one? But so my hero point card is Grazing Blow. If the foe trigger play after a foe hit you with a strike. If the foe rolled a critical success, they get a success instead. So I get to deny a critical.
That's clutch.
That's awesome.
If the foe rolled a success, it deals minimum damage instead of rolling for damage.
That's also cool.
That one's better than 1 hit point, that's for sure.
1000%.
Yeah.
That's
Now you might be spared by more hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if I get crit by the boss, it's like, no.
You'll only be dying
No.
1 instead of dying
Exactly.
3.
Yeah.
That's cool shit.
Or
That's-
live
that's a
instead
cool
of
one.
dead. Yeah.
All right, I will go now. Thank you for that. The rest of that. My name is Dylan. I am playing Bertrand Kincaid, who is a human. I haven't really done much class stuff yet, so you probably don't know what he is as far as class goes. As far as I go as a human in real life, I've played a bunch of Pathfinder 1E with Robert, now a bunch of 2E, and if you've listened to any of the other Death Dream stuff, you've heard my voice. You get to see my face here. So thanks for coming back, and I'll pass it over to Jacob.
Hello, I'm Jacob, Spellcrashers over on YouTube. I am a forever GM, so it is nice to play actually in a game, and also all I've ever done is homebrew, so playing in a module is also very cool, because unlike other companies, Paizo canon is actually good.
Oh man,
We're just shitting on him tonight.
Iron.
dude, I have
Here
to
for
say
ya.
like old school. I say old school, but like 3rd edition 3.5 canon for Forgotten Realms was fucking. It's the shit
There's
back
some
then.
like incredible ones, but for the most part, third-party content is king.
It's free.
Yeah.
It's prime. Like I agree. I think with one of your statements, I can't remember whether in conversation outside of recording or not, is that the best content for 5e is all homebrew or third party, and I agree. Like I know some GMs that are like continue to play only D&D, no matter what edition, and they've converted Paizo APs and supplements to work within the Forgotten Realms. It's because the structure for the module, APs, etc., they're way more precise, and they help the GM out a lot more. Any of the equivalent adventure supplements published content for 5e is, I don't know. I've never really honestly looked at them, so I can't honestly say from my perspective, but secondhand. From
Yeah, there's some fantastic stuff. Tomb of Annihilation, Curse of Strahd are obviously top tier, but
yeah.
don't want to digress too much. So there's some good stuff, but always, yeah. So support your third party.
Yes. And indie. Support your indie developers too. If you're looking for a homebrew system to use within 5e, there might already be a system published by a third-party publisher. If you want to play in a 1943 game where you're a bunch of vampires and thrown into a Nazi encampment, your goal is to suck all of Hitler's blood, you pick up the Reich. It's an amazing game that I cannot wait to play at some point.
I'm glad that that was an actual system because I was like, this is very specific. Like, I was like, Robert, are you working on something that you want to tell us about? Or
I am working on an archetype to publish for part of Paizo's Game Jam this week to publish a 1 to 2 page thingy for Pathfinder Infinite. So we're getting that done and published before May. Excited to do that. It's inspired by actually a 3rd edition prestige class called the Ghostwalker. Working on that. It's not called the Ghostwalker, but it's heavily inspired by it. Basically an edgelord as an archetype. Batman.
I was wondering how that whole thing worked because I saw them post about the jam, and I was like, so am I writing a 1 to 2 page adventure? Am I writing
You could.
like
It's whatever you want. If I have time, I will do it. But I don't know. But we may get a one shot next month.
I think we should try to do like a 3-hour one-shot once a month or something, you know?
Oh, don't tickle my dick like that.
I mean the one I'm building will probably be like 3-hour one shots. So
Well, I mean, we could do one month, one the next month, you know? Or
Feeling tickled. You guys feel that?
Yeah.
You're
Some
Dylan
tickling
his
happened.
damn pickle.
Dylan even used 2 hands. Like, what a nice guy. You know?
I'm generous.
I don't even do that. And I have the most experience in this realm. But
Nothing if not giving.
ooh, never say that in one of those bars either. But there was a pre-recording chat that I
Yeah.
should not hint too much towards. But in August, speaking of one-shots, the Starfinder 2e, the first 2 adventures, the one-shot ones, were revealed. So those will be coming out. So, you know, maybe that could be content for August. We
Could
also
be.
have the Commander and Guardian playtest coming up for 2e, for Pathfinder 2e. So maybe you could have something fun to do with that.
I'd love to have somebody else that's more familiar with Starfinder or SF2E do something like that. That'd be awesome.
Man, I've deleted all that information from my brain.
Well, the thing is none of us are currently familiar with Starfinder 2e because
yeah.
it's not out yet. But
Well, it
it's
should
using
overlap.
most of Pathfinder's 2e system. So
From what I read, you should be able to play Starfinder and like almost overlap into your Pathfinder world. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like we should probably just play. I think everybody's has everybody done introductions?
Let's
at
Stop
this
not
point?
talking about playing and
If
playing.
you're annoyed, then skip ahead. Get over it.
Yeah, let's play. Let's
Perfect.
yeah.
fucking play.
Come if you want to chat games with us, come join our Discord, and that's where we do all that. So
Yeah.
come join us there.
Right.
You get all the same kind of energy from all of us in there. So yeah, let's talk games. Join our Discord. Hop in there. Shit. And
Shit to shoot.
shoot the shit. Shit the shit. Shoot the shits. All right. So let's you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Play some pretend with rules.
Yep.
Let's live by the die and die by the die.
die.
When you guys say it at the same time, it
Sorry.
fucks me up.
Were we supposed to? or
I don't
was that just
know.
at the end? Okay.
Let's
I
live
didn't
by
say
the
it at
die
all.
and die by the die.
I
don't
just
get the
mouthed
bit.
it because I was behind. Things
Okay.
not to say in a gay bar.
I'll try to make this. I'll try-
Also,
I'll
very
try-
accurate.
I'll try to make this recap very quick. Okay.
That was good. That was perfect.
Look how ready he is.
Oh man, it's bad. The lighting doesn't help. I'm not normally this red if you find me in like normal daylight.
No, he is. I've seen him in real life.
Yeah, that token, that little mini token you made of me,
Yeah.
like beat red.
It's gonna show up here too. I can't
Oh
wait.
man, shouldn't have brought it up.
All right.
The Barbra Streisand effect.
A tremendous storm hit the steaming sea. Chakakoth Isle, waylaying Captain Weetooth's ship and passengers. Faradir, played by Nick, and Fen, played by Cody, resulting in an early landing at a fishing commune called Osprey Cove. The original destination, Iron Harbor, both on the kindred coast of the island, now a day's hike away. The two passengers found respite in the only tavern/pub in the village, dubbed The Tub by Bertrand, played by Dylan, who would be found helping the tub's owner, Elder Ordby, with cleanup, running food and drink, and any errands she would ask of. Insightful as she is, and seeing a chance encounter, Ordby asks Bertrand to wait on the two newcomers. As they converse, she turned to Sif, asking him what he thought about them, taking it as a prod to quote-unquote make friends, though not her intention, and possibly the only no in the Iron Archipelago when to introduce himself. Cheers were had and friends were made, just as Elder Johadia bursts in to the tub with a dying man, covered in rusty armor and clearly afflicted with the disease, a poisoned crossbow bolt sticking out from him. Try as they might to heal him, the man...
Oh no!
Oh,
We
no.
lost the man.
Oh no! Alright,
We all
can't cut
moved.
that out. I don't know what happened.
A poison crossbow sticking out from him.
Of Robert's
Of
internet.
Robert, yeah, exactly.
My internet
You
got
got
hit.
hit by the centipede poison.
Bolt sticking out of him.
Router.
Those
Poison.
damn Ethernet touch bolts.
Don't touch my Ethernet bolt. The dude died. But not
Dude, I
before.
wrote that in my notes.
What?
That's literally what I wrote.
The dude died.
It's in my notes. It's hilarious.
He hella died. We're from
Uh,
California.
Heck
Yeah.
The man perishes, but not before the words of warning. Something along the lines of "Rust, ship, all dead, Iron Harbor." You guys were able to determine two things. One, the poison came from creatures of the Darkland, not Durgar, but Derrol, where you know that they utilize centipede poison to simultaneously slow their victims as their muscles stiffen, and quite possibly kill them. And that the man came from Iron Harbor, bearing a symbol of Gorum, primary deity of Osprey Cove. The primary deity of Iron Harbor. The sister city of Osprey Cove. The Gormite, whose name you all still don't know, came here looking for help or to warn the village of things transpiring. Board we met briefly with the other elders and planned a hike to investigate as well as end a decades-long cold feud with Iron Harbor and asked the four new friends to accompany her. She trusts Sif and Bertrand, and we learn that Fen is working as an escort for Faradir, who has business in Iron Harbor. The next morning, the storm has blown over. Clear blue skies, scant white clouds float overhead as they make their way. They reach the Kindred Crossing, a vista point of sorts that catches the southernmost part of the island and sea. A stone bridge once stood between two statues of brothers, the founders of Osprey Cove and Iron Harbor, now lays split, with the majority of it laying against the cliffsides. Ocean lapping gently against it. A voice is heard from an upturned rowboat asking for help. Actually a ruse from a strange, small, yellow, humanoid creature, beady-eyed, scaly, grinning and laughing, splashing just around the corner, which resulted in the party fighting off a reef claw who had made the boat a home, possibly taking respite from the storm too. Fight broke out, but both the reef claw and the little yellow creature were dispatched of. After the group made their way across the gap by use of rope and telekinetic hand, slowly shimmying across. I like to combine words. They hit a switchback northward, but within minutes were set upon by a hidden creature firing a crossbow, bolts firing at them from a ledge covered in an amalgamation of brush. The creature sicked a pair of centipedes on them as well, in a language only Sif understood. Aklo, the language of the Darklands. They've found a Derrol. After a bit of back and forth, the Derrol woman, finding herself at a disadvantage, promised to call her centipedes back and submit. Only to be found lying. A moment later, striking out with her weapon, but not before being overwhelmed by a spell from Fen. Haunting him. Not him, but a him, ending her life. This is where we continue today. We have... Find the right scene. Back to the crossing.
Fun fact that I think I have discovered about Aklo is Aklo seems to also be the language of demons and other, well, maybe not demons, but fiends and abominations.
I think you're thinking Chthonian, which Sif is a polyglot. Sif speaks 6 languages.
Well, see, the reason that I think of that is because I'm also leading some people through Malevolence right now.
Ooh.
And one of the, a bunch of the creatures in that campaign speak Aklo, and they're all like aberrations and fiends, not necessarily demons, but a bunch of them speak Aklo. So that's why I was kind of curious, because like, obviously it is the language of the Darklands, but it seems like it also might be the language of those types of things as well, which I find interesting.
Can be, yeah. Darklands. There's a reason why a lot of the folk in the Darklands do speak Aklo.
Okay.
I won't reveal a lot, but yeah, the lore's there. Pretty cool. Cool stuff.
Aradir speaks 5 languages.
Nice.
Language off. Go. Right. No, but
Quickly, sing your Italian aria.
so Fen and Bertrand stand atop this ledge with the body of a centipede and this Derrol woman amidst her shelter made of that brush, and 30 feet down the bottom of this hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it, cliff face, find Sif, Fairdeer, and Ordwy, and an unmoving second centipede. You guys do? What do you talk about? What do you do here? Literally just fallen in front of Fen.
Good, I'm gonna loot her body.
Yeah, I think Bertrand would like check on Fen and be like, "You all right, mate?" And then look down the hill and just shout down, "Is everybody all right down there?"
I think I'm a little worse for wear, but nothing. A little bit of rest is something couldn't cure. Wonder if she has anything valuable on her.
Yeah, Bertrand would help look at the body and then just do a general perception on the plateau. She was under a strange amalgamation of brush, so I'm wondering if it's covering a cave or anything like that as well.
Yeah, okay. You should be able to double click on where her token was to open up her inventory.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I was looking at that, but I wasn't sure what to do from there.
And you can call it out or just pull everything over to your inventory if you want to take anything stealthily. Roll that.
What's
Secretly?
an Ackley's?
It looks like a mace.
It can be used as a thrown weapon, but it's also a melee weapon.
Okay, cool.
Anybody want a hand crossbow?
And
no, I want that venom though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can I...
Faradir would respond. He said, "I'm all okay down here."
Yes, how do we loot it from her body? Because I don't think it's gonna let us.
You'd be able to drag and drop
okay.
any of the line items onto your token.
Okay.
I said
Does
line
Fen...
items. retail right now?
Correct. Welcome to the point of sale, the POS system.
Oh gosh.
Drag this into your inventory and pay me $20.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Ordwy yells up, "Are you guys okay up there? The centipede said
Relatively
down here."
speaking.
Yeah, good little cut. I'll be alright though.
What was that creature? She's still alive? I mean, are they still alive?
Oh no, they are very dead. I made sure of this.
We killed her.
Goodness gracious.
I wish I could say I feel bad about it, but I do not.
I think Sif is Farrier would probably see Sif looking confused because I think I catch Ordwy speaking, but all I hear is ringing, so I can't really catch what she's saying. So as I'm kind of looking
You're still
confused,
deaf.
I'm wiping off the axe, kind of putting it away, picking up the dagger I dropped, but I think I try to I'll kind of like bark at Audrey a little bit. Hey, as like my auditory hearing is off, so my voice is all weird right now. But
Yeah, I imagine it's something like head in a fishbowl or water.
yeah. So I just kind of like point to my ears as I gather myself and my belongings.
Ordwy will step up and kind of like examine you. She'll attempt to treat wounds, even though you're. You took some damage. Oh yeah, you took
one
point,
point of damage. Yeah, I really don't need it right now, but.
Well, if you guys want to take 10 minutes, I mean, I imagine it takes some time to go through the body and look through that amalgamation of brush.
Yeah.
Gotta roll through it.
So I'll roll a treat wounds for Sif, or do we? As you all sift through that creature's body and look through her little shelter there.
Do you need a secret perception?
No, it's okay. You don't have to.
Okay.
I'll just give it to you. So, as between Fen and Bertrand, you guys are able to define that it looked like she had been camped here for at least the night. She has a cloak on, and it looked like she had been using the brush along with another cloak. So her cloak, there's another cloak that she had used to cover the brush up with, and had been using like sticks and stuff to kind of have her hunker down underneath a very ramshackle kind of shelter for her to imagine to withstand the sunlight, because in my I guess dyslexia of some kind, flipping around the Derrol and the Durgar, Derrol actually take damage from sunlight, and
wow.
yeah, so you believe that she had been here for at least a day. It could have been longer, but it's very hard for you to tell with the recent activity. But looking at her cloak and the cloak she was using, surmise that there had been another Derrol that she had taken this off of. So you don't see another Derrol body anywhere nearby. And you don't find anything else on the ledge there.
It's daytime right now, right?
It is daytime, yes.
Okay.
The skies are clear. But you can tell now that it's her body's laying there clearly, and even as still as she is, her body is still reacting to the sunlight, slightly singeing and fraying, blackening. Corpse continues to expire.
I think if we're gonna be here that long, I think you're just naturally Faradir would probably do a 30-foot emanation of detect magic.
Yeah, when you said you see her cloak, I was like, oh. And then you just kept talking. I was like, yeah, there's no way that's a magic cloak. Why am I just getting all excited about that?
Where is
no,
the
nothing's-
short rest button?
Nothing's emanating magic. I do have that button.
Missing it? I see rest for the night and treat wounds.
Hold.
Is it a downtime action that
It's
I
a-
have not on my list of?
It's a macro. Hold. Did you use this focus spell? You trying to get that back that way?
No, I wanted to restore my health without casting a spell.
For treat wounds?
Sure, that too. I can also do that. That I can do. Alright, see how this goes, I suppose. Treat wounds. Oh, I don't have medicine, so I can't do that. Teehee. Alright, so just gonna jump down this cliff real quick.
Short
And-
rest.
Huh?
You can only do a short rest once every 24 hours. Sorry, I didn't realize that was a thing. Wait,
Oops.
Never
Didn't
mind.
mean to damage yourself.
Oops.
There you go.
Just,
What
just
is this
start
short
off
rest?
with murder.
yeah, I
She
don't-
accidentally stabs you in your neck.
What is this short rest?
I think that's just for. I don't know. Is it a
It's-
thing?
It's kind of
I
just a
thought.
10-minute rest. It allows you to get your focus points back if you have any focus spells.
God,
Oh, we're
I'm
not
glad it's
talking about a
HP
button. Oh, okay.
That's what I was
there,
wondering.
there should be a button, but I don't know where.
That's fine, I'll just heal myself with this.
So as Ordwy treats your wound, Sif, she kind of is looking over you, got her healing kit out and patching you up. She says, "Never been in such. This day's been exciting, I guess, to say the least. Kind of. I already miss the cove."
Oh, that's good. I heard about half of that. The ringing has stopped. Thank
Is
you.
it? Must be coming back, huh?
Yeah, you see the ear twitch. It's like, yeah. Oh, it's
The
much better.
tinnitus will wear off eventually.
I can't believe I rocked myself in the head like that. Ugh.
We've all been there at least once for different reasons.
To be honest, I've never never had to fight for my life. I have in just these few minutes.
Same, but I mean, we've all seemed to performed well.
Aiden
Fought
be
admirably.
praised. And Gazra looks over to both Ben and Bertrand.
Bertrand will wink in thanks.
And kind of does a little bow.
And then Bertrand will see if Ordwy can patch him up a little bit as well.
Yeah, after another 10 minutes, she'll walk over to you. Oh, you're...
It's like, no, it's on this side.
Anything you guys want to do while she's we're going through another 10-minute kind of sit down treat wound session?
Yeah, so with this centipede, knowing that they extract venom, I'm curious if I can attempt to figure out how to do that.
To extract the venom.
Yeah.
You
Man, 3 hit points.
That's all. Sorry.
It's all good, dude.
I guess I used all the salve on Sif. I
Yeah.
apologize.
2d8 for 3 hit points.
She healed him for like 15 or 17.
Jeez.
I only
And
had
he only had
one
one hit
to
point.
heal.
That's brutal. Congrats. That's all good. Thanks, Ordwy. It's
The
all
game
right.
said, fuck you in particular.
All right.
I've rolled knock on wood, I've rolled a natural 20 both sessions that we've like done stuff, so I'll take it. It's all good. I'll just keep that train rolling.
Do a survival check or nature, whichever is higher for you to be able to.
Oh,
figure out how to
Survival.
extract
If only it was crafting.
venom.
Okay.
Uh,
Fine,
I think it's got to be either nature or survival.
no, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Make that a secret check. Oh, that's all right.
No, it's secret.
Secret?
It's secret. It's
Oh, is
fine.
it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, perfect.
I can't see shit.
Yeah. Like me, every day.
Do you have any vials or anything like that to?
Fuck. That's a good point.
You have,
I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. You know what? I have yes. So I have a healer's kit and I have a writing set. So I do have things that I can extract and kind of wrap up.
Okay.
So yeah, I think if I feel like if I'm like getting to the point where I'm like, oh, I can extract this, I will dump out one of the kind of like the inkwells that I have and extract it into that.
Nice.
All right, perfect. So, you mind if I kind of like imagine this? How
yeah,
you're going
yeah,
about it?
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right, so with the centipede's body unmoving, upturned, it's clear that there is a gland within its throat glossal area that you're able to open up and cut through, and you can see this gland. And you believe that you might be able to extract anywhere from maybe 2 to 4 doses if you're able to cut into it correctly. So you take one of your ink vials and dump it out next to you, while Ordwy is healing Bertrand. And they kind of looking at you in the peripheral as you're doing this. And take your dagger, blade, whatever you have, and gently slice into a gland and take an ungloved knoll fingers? Well, I don't know what they're called. Knoll paws. But
I thought
with
you were about to say knoll knobs.
That's canon
that's
now.
a different region of the knoll's body, I suppose.
By a
But
different gland.
it's a very different gland. With precision that even surprises yourself, you're able to take the inkwell, the now empty inkwell, that and extract 2 doses of what you believe is usable venom.
Okay.
Probably
So
the sleep deprivation, but the whole time that was going on, I just had this vision of either Fen or Sif, like vampire style, biting into the centipede's venom sac thing and extracting it that way. So if anyone is questioning how tired I am right now, we're at that level.
So I should put 2 doses of the venom with an asterisk, right? Because I believe so. Right?
Yes.
Just giant centipede venom. All right.
Cool.
Let me put that in my inventory with an asterisk.
Bert's like, Sif, I had 4 of these. If could have given it to you if you'd. Oh, that's kind of cool. Take it, I guess. It's neat. It's like kind of like, whoa, it's impressive.
I mean, why waste the body? I don't know how the one up there looks, but this one I was able to, well, incapacitate without much damage to the body.
You weren't able to
Very
pour
cool.
all of the ink out, so the venom kind of mixes in with the black ink at the bottom of very interesting. Whether that dilutes it or not is to be seen.
It glows in the dark.
See, I just got to remember how to add something to my inventory now.
You should be able to just drag and drop it onto your token, or if you search it through the compendium, you should be able to drag that onto your token as well. Or if you're on your sheet, you should be able to look. There should be a magnifying glass search.
Ah, got it. Cool.
Yeah, you
Found
could
it.
probably drag it maybe off of mine in the chat and then just up your quantity to 2.
Okay.
All right. So about 20 minutes has gone by since the murder of that poor lady. How do you guys want to continue? We kind of steps back from Bertrand after wrapping his wound.
It's like still bleeding. It's like, yeah. Well, thanks.
Just go for a quick dip in the ocean. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Does her rapier look like anything cool, or is it just like a?
It's just a regular rapier. I mean, you've been around. She's had it.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Just a crab leg on a stick.
Yeah. I think we're good to continue on. Bertrand doesn't have anything else going on here.
Hey,
Everyone ready?
As long as it feels like we thoroughly checked everything out.
Quickly into the ocean.
Can anybody tell where she is? Are there any ways to say that maybe how they got up there, where they came from, or if we're just walking along the same track? I just see sand and brush around here. I can't quite tell if there's tracks or if anybody has wilderness skills to see if they could see where they came from or anything like that.
Ben sure does. He's got pretty good survival in nature.
yeah, I have to jump out for just a second. Keep talking.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you'll have to roll a survival check, mate, to see where they might have come from.
Fen is going to pull a Sif in this moment and start sniffing the ground. As he rolls some survival.
You get a curious kind of a nod from Sif.
This is how they train us to investigate in the Church of Gosra.
And Bertrand tries to make eye contact with Sif behind him while he's sniffing on the ground, and just shakes his head like, "No, I don't think it's it. No, but I don't know. I'm not technically a cleric, so."
I was saying, were you raised in the Church of Gosra? No.
No, I was. I learned about Gosra during ship communism, where I was. So it could be like ship Gosra. I don't know, ship religion. It doesn't. This is dumb. I'm gonna stop talking now. And he kind of just
Yes.
looks off into the ocean.
the forgotten domain of Gosra, the ship domain.
Yes.
One of the many options for a level 1 cleric to take.
So much muscle, one would say. You have Fen, who is all armored and strong. Sif, you seem to be a capable warrior. All of you characters, all of you people are
We could be characters.
very have martial prowess, and then there's I. I'm just a little barrister.
Says the man that shoots magic that can't miss.
Exactly.
Your
More
spells
accurate.
are just as mighty, if not mightier, than anything that we could pull off, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's quite impressive and deadly. Make no mistake, Faraday, you're a force to be reckoned with.
I think he would look quizzically at his hands, thinking about he's never done that before. He's spent all his life indoors in the city in a courtroom, and so he's excited. He's probably imagining he's going to learn a lot more about himself soon.
I'm sure you've wanted to do that to some people on the stand. Answer the question. Just shoot force missiles at them.
Yeah.
Answer the question, I cast gun!
Sorry about that. He was
All
knocking
good.
at the door, and I had to attend to him.
No worries.
Nice.
Go
The
archetype
children round
gunslinger.
2.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Fenn's gonna take the gunslinger archetype.
What if
so
we
you can have
all
a
just
gun.
archetype gunslinger, and then we just walk around with a bunch of guns.
They do have that monster gunner thing that is just fascinating.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really cool. I'm going to defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
I do love Monster Hunter.
Oh,
Monster Hunter is
man.
fantastic.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
so
bad at it, but it's great.
you guys are heading on the trail, yeah?
What about that secret survival check?
Oh yes.
Oh,
let
yeah,
me
I
check
did roll
on
that.
that.
Yes, you missed it. Fenn is currently sniffing the ground
Why?
With a quizzical look from Sif.
in order to track.
Oh, okay. Track what?
To track and see if we can find any indication of where that thing the lady came from, or if there are any others.
Trail of beans.
Trail of beans.
Okay. So everything's still wet. The storm was pretty heavy over the last night, and you're not able to really find much. So, I'll tell you, given what you saw up there, the cloak of, you assume, another Derrol, you're able to put it together that for whatever reason they were quite possibly traveling as a pair with a centipede each, and maybe they got stuck up here for too long for whatever reason, and the other perished. You're only able to see maybe the tracks or signs of just the one Derrol and 2 centipedes that lead up to that ledge. With your roll, which is a critical success, actually,
Sick.
you do see that there was I don't want to say a scuffle, but it looks like there were tracks of another humanoid down here, and might assume that the Gormite had fallen to crossbow bolts.
Well, I think
Cool.
I may have found an unfortunate answer about what happened to our friend at the inn. I believe that he may have run into these creatures and was fired upon and did not make it much longer after that. But I do not know where the other creature may have went, if it's even still alive.
Well, it does answer the question about the poison crossbow bolt, but his rapid atrophy and rusting armor don't seem to be answered here, but one
Yes,
piece
we
of the
still do
puzzle
not
at
know.
least.
Yes, we still do not know about this rust and what it could mean.
Just that it seems to be associated with the spire.
Exactly. Can we
I
see?
think-
Can we see that from where we're standing?
You cannot.
Okay. Thank you.
Does anyone have a can of WD-40 that they are bringing with them to the spire for this rust?
The little cap is stuck. Pulls out an even smaller WD-40 to loosen the cap.
WD-40ception. Go for it.
Is there any? I know we talked an occultism roll at one point. Is there any way a society roll could benefit this rust situation? Maybe heard of it somewhere else.
You can try. Never say no, unless I say no.
Which you just did when I asked if we could see the spire.
Right.
I rolled something.
Sure did. And you've heard of creatures such as rust monsters? So far in between, they're typically only going to be found in dungeons where mad mages could be found. Protect whatever a mage has. Powers, dungeons. But yeah, that's the only thing that you can think of.
Think that he would probably mention it. I have heard of some sort of rust creature, but I've never heard of what it can do to people. So we might be looking into something like that.
It's possible it's related. Yeah. What do we do with the bodies? Do we just leave them here? Are you just going to leave the woman up there?
I'm gonna give you a bottle or an oboe for that. Just because that's I think the first time maybe I've ever heard of any adventurer or player
Agreed.
taking into consideration the corpses they're leaving behind.
Unless it's another PC that just died. It's like, oh, my friend died. We should take care of them. But otherwise, it's like,
thank
fuck
you.
this lady and like kick her off the edge of the plateau.
I mean, that's what Fen was thinking about. Fen was just
Yeah.
thinking about chucking her body in the ocean.
It's like,
This is
well,
Sparta.
she lied to my face and said she'd surrendered, and she didn't. And she tried to push me off the edge.
Did
The centipedes are from dust to dust, is my opinion.
Leave the centipedes for the birds.
Yeah, she can
Frankly, her as well.
maybe cover her with one of her cloaks.
She's probably dust now.
Oh yeah, from the
Faradir
sunlight.
doesn't know this, but that's what I thought about. She's a burnt apple pie.
Oh
over here now.
yeah, because of the sun. Oh no.
Sif, is this something you'd like to do? Give him last rites, say a few words.
I look at Old Ways. I've never been a follower of the gods, but we typically do some sort of burial, right? But that's been villagers. You know, I kind of look down at my hand, and there's a slight tremor, like a slight tremble, right? We're certainly all capable, but as you said, and I look at Orderings, this is new. Never had to cross this bridge before. I don't know. I feel bad leaving them, but she did. Killed her, killed her, I suppose.
It's
Not sure what to do with her body either, to be honest.
well,
Meant
we
us harm. Bury her under the rights of Caden or Gazra. All are so inclined to do.
I think
take a lot
Bertram.
of time though.
Yeah, we do want to try to get up to Iron Harbor before sundown. I do think I mean, the intention is to come back quickly. Is maybe we can take her down out of the sun and sit her up under a tree. There's no trees, obviously, but set her somewhere she might be out of the sun, cover her in a cloak, and on the way back, if it's still weighing on your conscience, we might take her the rest of the way down to Osprey Cove and do something there.
I suppose. How? Obviously, right on the path. How far away is the actual ocean? Are we like that far?
No, it's right there. Yeah,
Okay.
within like that. That's a little beach.
We could. I
Oh, right
don't know if it's of offense to your deity. And I look at Fen and kind of glance back to Bertrand and say, we could let the tide take their bodies.
I suppose that would be fine.
Burial at sea, as it were.
I suppose Gazra himself can deal with them and however he pleases once the body is in the ocean.
Yes. We can maybe send him a soul, and we'll have his favor in the future. It definitely is the Wild West out here.
It's a strange reference I don't understand.
I'll grab the centipede that I harvested from, and I'll bring it down to the coast and kind of get out into some waist deep water and just try to let the tide do what it wants with the body.
Yeah, and Bertrand would hop up on the top again with Fen and not really respectfully, but just kind of like push her down. Yeah, like under his breath, like
Come.
Oh,
he's kind of annoyed, but he wants to be like help Sif with this like emotional thing, because the first time you see that type of shit, he knows it's not easy to handle all the time. So
I suppose that's one way to get her down. I was going to carry her like a sack of potatoes, but that works as well.
Isn't it like a sheer cliff?
It's not sheer. It's pretty steep though.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I just assumed it would be difficult to carry them down like that. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been. I was like,
This is probably Ordwe and Sif's, maybe even Faradir's first like encounter with the body of a humanoid, right?
Outside of the table, yeah.
Oh, the table back at the tub. I was like,
Yeah.
That table made of a body. Yeah, it's not everyday occurrence for Bertrand, but he's not uncomfortable. We'll say it that way.
yeah.
Okay,
Ben is used to being in the wilds, so death is nothing new to him.
Yeah, happens all the time in ship communism.
Ship
Sif's been a
communism.
book nerd, so like this is like, oh crap.
Yeah, real reality check.
Yep.
I was gonna make a Soviet Russia joke out of ship communism, but then it wouldn't come to me.
Okay, so you guys take maybe another 10 or 20 minutes getting all this done, and whatever amount of respect you can put onto the body of this Derrol woman, as you her body to see.
Out of respect for Sif, I think Fen would perform an actual rite for this creature and just say a quick, like, prayer to Gazra. And the burial rite would be something to the effect of, from the waters life comes, it sustains, and back to the waters it shall go and rest forevermore, and then gently floats her out into the sea.
Thank you. Well, I don't know how I should feel, but
It is not easy. I am aware of this. It's even though I grew up in much death and in the wilds, it is not easy. I empathize with you, Sif, and feel whatever you need to. There is no particular way for you to feel.
Right. I suppose it's ironic, right? I'm a gnoll, well known for eating the bodies, and well, that's just atrocious. And I start walking away awkwardly.
He is not like other gnolls.
Okay, so you guys continue onward after that, heading northward, further up this this little code. I don't know if that's even the right word for geography. I'm an American. I don't know geography. What are words?
That is peninsula, or
you guys.
what's that word?
Yeah, see, you're American too.
No, it's
Geography.
starts with an I.
Not our best. Islet?
Inlet?
Inlet?
Islet?
I said inlet.
Isthmus. Oh no, that's where two lands connect, like the Panama Canal.
For two lands
Isthmus.
kiss.
Yeah.
and
The
make a
water
new
almost
little
connects
island.
on a thin land.
If
It's a peninsula.
If it's three sides, it's a peninsula. Yeah, like
Yeah,
like
it's a peninsula.
like Florida.
Exactamente.
I know all these terms because I'm in construction.
It's a Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Kith.
Anyways, you guys walk on a trail that is on the on the border, following this little cove. Essentially a switchback. Heading to Iron Harbor.
Or do we keep up, you city crab woman?
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
You think with all those legs should be a little faster.
Scuttle faster.
Doesn't hear any of that conversation.
Just walking sideways. Why don't you face forward?
It takes you guys about another day, about a day travel. So continue. Bring you to it. Hopefully you all have vision.
I love maps.
Man,
Hey.
Big map.
big ol' man.
It is a big,
Oh, I see where we were. Right down there.
kinda.
Is that a map in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
So we'll say that it is about midday, a bit after midday. You guys get to
down there.
about here, and from that vantage point, you notice that there's a building and a dock.
Oh, is this Iron Harbor?
And from your vantage point, you can see Iron Harbor, and it is quite a sight to be. Docks, at least 3 times longer than any docks in Osprey Cove.
What
Probably
about the size of the dock?
small, small to compared to some docks that maybe Bertrand has seen. his lifetime, but it's deep. There are 3 large ships docked there. You can make out smaller mansions west of Iron Harbor there. And more interesting is this large walled stone building just to the east of buildings, all set upon
Does it look like there's like people bustling around?
it does, yeah. It looks like there's a little bit of activity on the dock.
Huh.
It looks like there's smoke fires going. You can see ant-sized people, I suppose, walking on the beach, fishing,
The
going
tawny.
about day-to-day stuff.
I think their docks only look bigger because the hedges are trimmed.
Jesus.
Heard that a couple times.
What you said? There's a little building right in front of us. Is that anything? Like, should we down here?
Yeah, you all
Is that
see
something-
that. It looks like there's a hut, a small dock, and yeah, that's about it.
Does it look of any import?
Yeah, a dock and a building.
Fog's rolling in. We better hurry.
Quickly, we must swim across this large body of water.
Well, should we? Yeah. Who's got that potion of water breathing?
I do.
Faradir's gonna ride Finn like Lapras in Pokemon.
Exactly. Yeah. Ben, you surf.
Dun, 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 dun,
His
dun.
legs just propeller.
Should we check out this building just in case there's another Derrol hiding out here? There's something I don't know. Just take a knock.
think it's a good idea.
Could be something useful in there.
Probably take you 10 minutes to walk off the trail to get to it.
Oh, it's further than I thought it was. It's a big cabin. It looked a lot closer. Depth perception is an issue on the ocean.
I could see that.
Depth perception is one of my weaknesses in general.
That a
Mono
consensus
vision.
to go to the hut.
Yeah, I think as we're walking up, I can't believe I've lived a day from here, and I've never. I knew it was much larger than Osprey Cove, but it's surprising.
Yeah, I might have come up here. I might have been on a ship quite a lot faster than I thought I'd be from Osprey Cove. I could have been gone here months ago. But yeah, I'm glad I've met Audrey and now all of you. So again,
You
praise
also
Gosra.
might be dead.
You know, that's fair. We don't know what has transpired here.
Yeah.
There's people moving down there, though.
Audrey
Yeah.
says, it's such a strange thing to think about. Never decades. That foot. I suppose. Man. Dire Street. Out.
Yeah, just growing up, it never felt natural to. I wanted to explore, but this was like a nomad's. Like, we don't go here.
Yes, that's how I felt.
Strange. Now that we're here, it wasn't that hard.
It was
Yeah.
a little scary, but yes. All that said, it's a thing of wonder to just stand here and look across this isthmus. That's not what it's called.
It's not an isthmus. Peninsula.
To see Iron
It's a
Harbor
bay.
so close,
It's a bay or a cove.
less than a day's travel.
A golf, maybe.
Yeah, they could constitute a golf.
But you all want to investigate that hut? I'm happy to follow. Iron Harbor's so.
Yes, let's just investigate. We may find the Pizza Hut inside.
I do find a bit of relief seeing smoke fires and activity, dock at least.
I agree. It makes me feel like we do have just a few minutes to check this out, just to make sure there's nothing else looming here that we might need to see. If there was nothing going on there, I might be more inclined to skedaddle on down, but doesn't seem like we're in any hurry.
Well, perhaps the person in this hut has seen something that could give us a clue or insight to Iron Harbor before we go.
Perhaps.
All right. Ben is heading toward that door.
Right, Ben taking the lead. Everybody else kind of falling behind. Ordwy's kind of staying towards the back of the group, watching, kind of taking it all in.
Yeah, I love that whole like idea of, it's like growing up, it's this like the furnace in the basement that you're terrified of, and like you finally confront it, and it's like, oh, it's just a town and they're just people, and like it's such a interesting like revelation that they must be going through.
Ben, there's no door.
Dar.
There's no door
Har-nar.
to the hut. And you kind of peer in, and it's basically just empty. It looks like this small hut and dock is ended sometime. Kind of peer around a little bit, and all kind of follow in after, and there's like empty crates. Find, however,
It's like
and there's artisan tools. A kit that looks like it's been kind of, or you find enough tools kind of laying about to put together to make an artisan tool kit. Throw that into your inventory, hand it off to someone. There is a large rowboat that is kind of set to the side of this hut, enough for 4 passengers.
That could be useful.
Only 4
Is
though.
it-
We're going to have to leave Ordwy here.
Does it look seaworthy? Is there like a big hole in it?
No, it looks fine, if not a little unused. Some amount of time. The oars look fine also. Sturdy. Pick them up and like, I don't know.
Like
fucking
flex
check
them?
Yeah.
Let me just
Hold it up
bend
to your
this
ear
low
and
with
give
my
him a knock.
strength to see if it's still good.
Yeah. The wood's not rotten, essentially.
Yeah.
There's only one way to test an ore. We must use the spank test method. Someone bend over.
Thank you, sir. But I have another.
Or we lifts her skirt
It's
up
like a-
again. Crab legs.
It's
Bend
like
over.
this is like the teen smoke shack. Kids just come out here to smoke flay leaf and
The artisan's tools, I don't know. I don't think I want them. I don't think Ben wants them. It's not really his ordeal. He's not a crafty person.
I'm a very crafty person.
Go at it.
Yeah, so I'll pick him up and then kind of stop. I think in the middle. And say, we sure no one owns these?
They're rather dusty. I doubt anyone has been here in quite some time.
his boat looks like it might not even float.
Yes, I'm saying a prayer internally to Gazra as we speak for that boat.
Take a look. Is there any initials or markings of any kind on them for?
But as you're kind of looking them over, you hear this like thunderous crash, and all of you kind of might peer out the door or a window of the hut, and just the ocean crashing against this island here.
Oh God.
This is not
Much louder than anything
think
you've heard around Osprey Cove.
We're pissing off Gozra?
I can't imagine that we are, but
He
the
might-
storm is questionable.
I think he's just saying, take the tools and get on with it.
That's also probably accurate. He's a little impatient sometimes.
Yeah,
With some
I don't know.
hesitation, I'll put them away
Oh,
in
I think,
my pack.
Okay.
yeah, I think they're fine, mate.
Yeah, so you can just search the compendium and drag and drop artisan.
So now we have a new problem, though.
Yeah,
There's...
we don't have any tokens right now.
You can open up your sheet and drag it onto the sheet. Yep.
I gotta say, Jacob, I love this realness that you're bringing to this character. it is making me like rethink all the characters I played before who were just like, fuck it, this is mine now, I'm leaving. Just like so abnormal to act like that.
This stealing murder hobo.
Well, I not necessarily murder hobo, but just like, yeah, I'm gonna take this and put this on my character sheet. Like, somebody use this.
Right, yeah.
There's no consequence. Like, Craig isn't gonna be like, those are my tools, or maybe I don't. Generally, that doesn't happen. But
Craig comes running down the corridor. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
guys
I was gonna
doing in
say.
my hut?
I love that realism, and it's refreshing.
Oh, thank you.
Another great perspective.
Faradir will point out and quote the law, Magnemar Law 101, finders keepers.
101. That's the first rule in the book.
Ah, yes, I should have remembered this. It is similar in Sandpoint.
Yeah, I can't remember the first rule of the law of the land.
The first rule of ship communism.
Yeah, no, all right, if there's nothing else, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't somebody hiding out in here that was gonna fucking sneak up on us.
Right. But we can only fit 4 people in this boat.
Yes.
So there's the problem. We have 5.
Well, at least we can
Should have played a druid.
well, we should get into town and make sure that the people we saw aren't all running for their lives. They could be out there active, but they might all be atrophied and rusty.
Right. But how are we gonna get there first?
Can't we walk over around the way the path that we were on?
We could.
Yeah. Oh,
One
that
could
wasn't
say
my plan.
we maybe have been even with all this time.
I don't know. If we're talking about using the boat and we were just inside the shack,
Sure.
not. Yeah, I was saying, I don't think that happened.
I'm not a sailor, but
Sailor.
you saw those waves, right? The thunderous crash. I don't think that computes well with a rowboat.
I suppose you are correct in that way, but I mean, where's your sense of adventure?
Can I roll a sailing lore because it seems applicable?
Sure.
Does Sif have any merit to what he is saying?
Make that secret secret knowledge.
Oh no, I can't.
You kind of peer out onto the space between that island and the dock, and the waters look very rough. But you think you could take the rowboat? You're confident.
We could
wanted to.
probably
Oh,
do it, but
gosh.
again, there's 5 of us. It'll only seat 4. If we put a 5th in there, we're bound to capsize. Wake up on the bottom of the ocean, dead.
Orby says, if you don't mind, I'd much rather take the trail. There's a road
Alright.
that goes up and around. You could just
How long would it
easily
take?
walk to the
Uh,
town, Iron Harbor. I'm not sure. It looks like it might take
Ben's
another
already
hour
in the
to
boat.
walk.
all right, Audrey.
Carry
You
it
take
out
the
by
boat
yourself?
and we'll walk. No,
Okay.
no.
Her crab legs extend from
Yeah.
under. She flips the boat over with one leg and then clambers in, using her other
creepy.
legs to row across.
Like a hermit crab.
No. I think Bert's like, all right, well, we can't even fit all of us in here. We'll keep the
Yes,
boat
sir.
in mind. We might need to get out to this island. Can use the boat then.
Yes.
Or do we agrees? She agrees.
Woo.
I forgot my butter anyways.
Oh.
Yes, we do need to make some Old Bay seasoned butter. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
Or do we-
Bottom.
Ordui is a very unique name. It is
It
difficult
is,
to
yeah.
say.
You have to have a unique name when you're part crab.
True. It's half human, half crab.
Yes, I think that maybe just getting the walk off of an hour would be safer than taking the bed of the seas with these. I'm definitely no sailor, but I think that the walk would be safer.
Yes, I suppose you are all correct. There is no use in tempting Gazre. So, we might as well walk.
Right?
guys walk, jump back on the trail, and continue along the coastline. It's a nice walk. You don't run across any people or creatures really. Might catch a seagull overhead, hawk, ospreys diving into the water nearby, flashing, catching their prey. But taking in the sights, and it is quiet, beautiful. Come to maybe after an hour of walking, mid-afternoon, you get area just in front of the mansion, possibly. And this is when Fair Deer kind of comes to a real that his client's building happens to be one of these.
Oh goodness.
So I think Fairdeer would stop and look for a moment, and you'd see him just like dead stop and lost a thought, and he would pull a paper out of his robes and open it up. Yes, this seems to be it. And he
Everything
rolls it
okay?
back up. Oh, I'm here for a real estate deal, and it appears that it might be one of these 3 mansions here.
Oh, that's convenient. Do you want to go there now, or do you want to go into town first?
Well,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I guess it would be okay to just swing in to see if it's safe before we move into the city.
I follow your lead. I am at your hire.
And I imagine we'd maybe just start walking down this way just to go check it out.
I'll fall towards the back of the group because I'm not a talker.
Yeah, I think Bertrand falls in line with Sif. Just don't know shit about houses or the law.
Sure.
So
As you guys approach this 3 mansions, you can clearly see that they are partially completed. They are not. Construction is not finished.
huh.
Some of them are half built. Parts of them look like there's space to have more walls or rooms built around it. Some even have like parts of the buildings have roofs missing. The center though, and the smallest of the trio, looks like it's probably the soundest. Looks like the interior walls are built up. Center of it has the most roofing and coverage, and there is a like a campfire kind of smoldering from in. You can smell it. Might see some smoke kind of wafting through
From the
an
center home,
open
you
window.
said?
Yes, from the center home.
And on my based on my paperwork that Flavor had, would I know which one is the one that I'm here for?
Yes, you'd know that it'd be the center building.
Ooh, so the one that somebody's in. And that's odd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
As far as you know and understand that this project had been abandoned.
yeah, because this home is owned by my friend who hired me to come here, and so
And the center building is not even complete. Like there's walls kind of look like they're maybe halfway built, and some posts that are ready to be walled around, or roofs to be built upon them. But it looks like they had way more construction intended than just the center portion.
and there's a fire going, telling us that there's potentially people there.
Yes.
Okay, so Faraday would then again maybe stop or slow his pace and say, "Well, friends, it seems that we may have an issue. This home is supposed to be vacant, but Maybe there's some squatters here. Stay vigilant. No one likes squatters.
Yes, fair dear. I wonder if this is not to judge your friend too much, but maybe misleading or even some sort of disturbing prank. I can't imagine why, but looks around for candid camera. But
Should Kutcher pops out.
See a couple
Yeah,
owls
exactly.
standing there.
Am I getting
Close.
punked?
yeah. Bus driver, move that bus. um,
Well, as far as I know, this property has been vacant for a long time. I imagine that maybe Faradir would have the title or the deed to the property, or or at least something like that, some sort of affidavit in lieu of kind of thing, And unfortunately, we may have a bad time with whoever's staying there. Unfortunately, we may have to end up asking them to leave.
You're the expert on the subject, so if that's what's required,
Yes, but maybe not here in the Wild West. We do things different in Magnamar, but we have walls and rules. There are no walls here.
we I look at Ordway. Until we get into town and we talk to who you came to talk to, we should probably not let them know that we came from Osprey Cove.
Yes.
'Cause we don't want to ignite any further tensions.
Perhaps, I mean, just to think on a more positive note, it could just be maybe some construction workers who are essentially camping out here while they finish the building. After all, it is unfinished.
Yes, but if there was any construction, my client would have known. He was the owner, and he did not inform me of any sort of building or people to be here.
Well, in that
Did we
case,
knock then?
No
I may.
doors.
Ben has his trident in hand just in case things need a little bit of push. So
Maybe
That-
you should knock and go tell them about Gozra.
have you heard the good news? I'm going to throw you into the ocean if you do not leave.
I don't know. Faradir's a little intimidated about showing up. He's used to being in a courtroom. He's not a bounty hunter or this is like sheriff territory, So if it's up to him, he's probably not going to be the one to take the lead to move forward.
Or we can sense your nervousness. She puts a hand on your shoulder. He walks forward and says, "Hello? Is there anybody in there? Hello?" Then you all hear a rustling. And then from an open air window, you see the head of a man. Kind of handsome, a little scruffy. Got black dreads, a very red nose, long black beard. He looks pretty well dressed, though the clothes he's wearing look old and frayed. Looks regal, but dirty. If that makes sense.
Yes.
He sticks his head out and he kind of looks concerned. His eyebrows kind of furrow. Hello? Can I help you?
I
Well-
think,
Faradir.
yeah, Faradir. Let me find my skills.
Ordwy says, yes, hi, we're curious about these buildings. Kind of, she takes a second to remember what Sif said about not mentioning rival from Osprey Cove, just in case. She takes that into consideration. You can clearly sense that in the pause of that. The man kind of, you see him smirk and he says, But you're not from Iron Harbor, then, are you? He kind of chuckles, and his head kind of disappears from the open window, and he walks out from an open air door. And, kind of tall, probably about 2. Very handsome, but like I said, the clothes he's wearing is dirty, covered in dirt. He himself is dirty, also kind of a mess, but he's holding himself together. Says, my name's Derrol. Derrol. Derrol Finnick. What brings you to my home?
Before Further speaks, I was hoping to roll a society check on his style, his clothes, his hair to see maybe to determine where he's from.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and give me a secret. Okay. You recognize the attire of that of somebody who may have lived in Magnamar, maybe 10 to 20.
Okay. Do I sense any like Varisians, like in like where Varisian language might come into play?
No accent or anything like that. His voice is clear. It's clearly talented or common, and he speaks well. Your inkling is that he's a Magnamarian, so displaced somehow.
I guess that makes it worse. Okay. I think he is gonna roll a diplomacy check to introduce himself just to set the tone, like in a friendly manner.
You don't need to roll. You can just talk to him.
Okay. He said, "Hello, Derrol with 2 R's. My name is Faradir. I have come from far away. I
This
just
is
seen
an
this
R.
building wasn't finished, and I wanted to come take a look. And once I seen the smoke inside, thought it odd to have smoke and be unfinished."
Well, yes, this place has been unfinished for at least the last decade, as far as I've known. But I found myself here. I don't exactly get along with folks in Iron Harbor, but I do consider myself resident of Iron Harbor. Yeah, these are my houses.
How long have you owned these 3 wonderful homes?
Last 10 years. Kind of smiles wide.
Oh, I bet you must have paid a fortune for them in that time.
Oh no, not at all. I got them for free. Squatters' rights and all. You see, the rest of the town doesn't like these houses because they are. And he kind of smiles. His eyes go wide, and all of you kind of get the sense of maybe he's crazy. You kind of get this unsettling feeling when he kind of says that, and his exuberance kind of comes to life in that mention. I don't mind. Ghosts never. There's plenty of space for me and the ghosts.
So I guess, can I do I need to do like a legal lore on updating on like the details of squatters' rights, because he needs to know what he needs to know to. Can he legally say, "Fen, can you go rip him out of there?" You know, or is
Right.
that breaking the law? You know, so that's what he's thinking. You know, if Fen is his hired help, and he can legally just get him ripped out, he would be like, "Hey, you're my sheriff. Kind of go remove him." You know.
Sure, yeah, you can give me a secret roll for that. All right, so you believe this is a gray area because the Iron Archipelago, as far as you understand, has been under the purview of Zin Dasserol since they've come back. It's a little bit of a gray area. This place has been untouched by your client for at least the last decade, and it's hazy. This is a very strange spot. Anything happen. Could be precarious. Depending on it makes you a little maybe even concerned about how you act next. He's been
gotta
here for
kill
at
him.
least the last 10 years at least. Or so
Exactly.
he claims.
I was waiting for the opportunity to go.
Uh,
Killer.
Killer. But yeah, that's all you're
No
able
more
to leave
alignment
together.
anymore.
Exactly. Jeez.
But he kind of like he sees you thinking. Says he looks at you kind of up and down and says, "You've got the air of a Magnamarian."
I think Faradir would sort of act sort of like, oh haha, like you got me, and he's like, yes, I do. I come from Magnamar, but I'm looking to purchase something more of a summer home on the water. And I think that might be a deception check because he's lying.
Yeah, go and roll that. He laughs and he says, "Summer home here in Iron Harbor. We don't get a lot of visits or visitors." Kind of looks over at Ordwy. The eyes linger a little longer than makes any of you feel comfortable. From Osprey Cove. You're from Osprey Cove.
Definitely kill him.
Don't look at my crab woman like that.
he
Her
kinda-
legs are for us.
Yeah.
He jumps up and kind of like claps his hands and he says, "My goodness, what a day. What a day to have visitors from Macklemar as well as Osprey Cove. Wonderful. Ghosts, do you hear that? Do you see this? What can old Derrol do for you?" Gestures outward and bows.
So
I think Sif would have kind of shifted uncomfortably as he mentioned Osprey Cove. Like I think he's obviously holding back, but he's uncomfortable because he's been taught all his life about this prejudice, and he's like, yeah, whatever, that's cool.
Bertrand, I think, would kind of try to step up here a little bit, and since we're no longer talking about the legality of if we're going to rip him out of the house or not yet, he kind of takes this question cue to step up, and he takes his hat off and gives Derrol a little bow and says, "Derrol, mate, my name is Bertrand. It's nice to meet you. I'd like to meet your ghosts at some point too, but they can hold off for now. I forgot what I was going to ask." And he just...
Oh, you see the
what's that?
ghosts too, eh?
It's like, they must be in my ear.
Sorry, they only really come out at night.
That's what I've heard about ghosts.
It's true.
Daytime ghosts is something else. Phantasms is something. Anyway, I don't know. This guy's kind of nuts. Has there been anything strange going on here? Stranger than your ghosts? Anyway, out in the town. Just curious. We've been passing through. Seemed like a lot was going on down there, and seemed like it's busier than normal for a Tuesday. He checks his calendar.
Yes. Well, that ship, that one right there, and he points to the largest ship at the center of the docks. That one showed up a week ago.
And it should be gone by now, or?
I don't know. It just showed up a week ago. I've never seen a legation of the Gormites eat anybody from a boat like that before. They met them at the pier. I watched it from the cliff till they all headed up to Stoneholm. And he kind of points wide to the large stone building behind the stone wall that you all saw from that peninsula. And that's, I guess, kind of watching. Ever since they went in, they'd not come out. Weird. Strange. Maybe they've turned into ghosts too.
What did you say that place was called? Stone what?
Stonehome.
Stonehome.
Yes, write that down in your notes.
E.T. Stonehome. I've written it down. Thank you. So they've been in Stonehome for a week. Seems like quite a long time. They don't, and they even come out for like to get refreshments to like restock or anything.
I've seen a group of them actually. Wait, trust you? He kind of puts finger to his chin. Do I trust you? You from Magnamar, you all from Osprey Cove.
No, listen to the way I talk, mate. You can tell I'm not from around these parts. it's my accent is starting to fall apart this late in the evening, and
I think you did well.
You've got the air of a pirate about you, Bertrand. You a pirate?
I wouldn't say I'm a pirate. More of a sailor.
Aren't they one and the same?
More of a ship communist.
Exactly. It's all equal. There's no captain. We're all our own captains. No, there needs to be a captain. There's a captain.
Pirating is illegal.
Exactly. This guy knows. Oh, no, he's just looking for real estate.
You wouldn't download a ship.
My 3D printer says otherwise.
And I'm not a pirate. Just a sailor. Make my living honestly on the sea. I'll try to. But anyway, it's beside the point, Derrol. We were talking about old Stonehome.
Ah, yes. When the ghosts whisper to me, night, middle of the night, they'd wake me, tell me to look at Stonehome. I did see something. They unloaded a large crate from their ship in the middle of the night, carted it up to Thunderhead Isle instead of bringing it onto mainland. There's some lights up there too. A few nights in a row. Why? I'm taking your accent.
It's all good. It happens when you and I talk to each other in voices. It's
True.
Every other time we do this, we start to chameleonize each other.
And he points behind the mansion to this.
And what was that island called again? Sorry.
Thunderhead Isle, where you heard and saw the waves of the ocean cracking against the cliffside.
Nighto. They unloaded a crate.
How over here? Sorry.
Yes. No. Go for it.
When you can see the land underneath the water here, would we know if during low tide if that would be exposed?
You'd have no idea. You might not have even seen that walking across.
Sure, I guess so.
How big was this crate, Derrol?
Big.
Bigger than his house?
This big, and he gestures big.
I once caught a fish.
There was at least 6 people carrying the, maybe 8. You know what? 12.
So anyway, 6 to 12.
Let me see.
I know it is bigger than a bread box.
Definitely bigger than.
How many more questions do we have in this game of 20 questions? I don't. No, that's not. I don't say that. It's just, is it bigger than a bread box? I feel like is a common question in that game. Well, I don't know what else to say. Dylan doesn't.
Derrol, have you seen one of the Goramites come past here?
Yes.
Anytime in the past, let's say 2 or 3 days.
Have I? Have I?
What do the ghosts say?
What might come and go, please? It's I think so. Not particularly. Kind of shrugs.
How did this might be a very forward question, and I apologize, but how did you end up here? You are not from here.
Yeah, No, no, I'm not here. I came in some years back with the Voldemorts.
It's Voldemort.
Right.
Not the Voldemort, the Voldemorts. I got fed up with them not paying me my due. I was expert architect from Magnemar. By the time I realized that the locals quite unpleasant, that the Voldemars left me behind, I decided just to spend my time here. Since then, kind of forgot me. Now I just fish, or sometimes make sculpt carvings out of rocks.
This guy's a creep.
Yeah, and he pulls one out and says, "Look, it's an uncarved rock. It's the one I call Steve. This is Steve."
Hello,
Yes.
Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Do we say hello to Steve? Britian's getting uncomfortable.
This is Steve.
Is this one of the ghosts you talk to at night?
Oh no, the ghosts don't tell me their names. They whisper. I don't like it. Make me cold. Try to keep a campfire, but ghosts like things cold. Put out my fire sometimes. Splash me with water in the face. Wake me up in the middle of the night. I like it. But this is the only home I have. I don't like the people in Iron Harbor, and they don't much. So I'm here.
Well,
I wouldn't mind going to Osprey Cove. I've
I was
always
just
wanted
gonna
to visit.
say.
Probably more to my liking.
I was just about to suggest this. Then the ghost will leave you alone. I've been in Osprey Cove for a little while, just as a guest. Not one ghost there, mate. Not one. That I've seen, anyway.
I might miss them. No, I won't. I'd rather fish and make art. More Steves. I'd call it Steve art.
The people of Osprey Cove are seemingly, from what you described, much more friendly than the Iron Harbor.
That was my first start when I rolled into Osprey Cove for the first time just yesterday. I thought, wow, these people are so welcoming and nice.
Sif awkwardly kind of steps forward. Whoa, friendly bunch. You could make it within the day if you ever decide to visit.
I don't know my way there. If you happen to make your way back there, bring me and all my Steves.
Stop.
We,
Dude.
we could certainly take all your Steves.
So dumb, and I can't stop
You-
laughing at
you-
it.
You said you like to explore, Derrol. I'm sorry, I'm Sif. I'm not great at these situations. Have you ever been to the spires?
Fires.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Rusthenge?
Yes.
No. Why would I go there?
Why would you not?
It's a
You'd not know the
curious
stories.
place.
It's terrible.
We
Enlighten us.
wanted
Just
to.
visiting. Place. Horrifying.
How so?
It's it's quiet. Too quiet. Get my meaning.
No ghosts though. Then.
Oh, worse. No chirping of birds, hearing of animals, only the wind pressing those horrid-looking spires. I expert in architecture. I can see them. Occasionally. Walk out away from the beach at the cove, you might catch a glimpse of the tip of the spire, or spires there. Frightening. I did visit. Tried to visit once out of curiosity.
What did you find?
Death! Vermin there were covered in orange and brown, copper. Being they're dead. Stench. Bitter. Not good.
How long ago was this?
It's probably 6 years, 7 years back. The entire time I was approaching, and I felt like I was being watched. That was enough. didn't like that feeling, so I left. Yeah, there have been strange lights. Lights show up. Nothing bright. Honestly, thought I was imagining it the first time. And you can see them down from the village.
Over Rusthenge.
Yes. It's weird.
Is it that way? And I point to where I
Weird.
believe they are.
Yes. He nods in that direction.
He
I
throws
think-
a Steve in that direction.
I think I would never throw a Steve. I think
Steve Art.
I think those Thessalonians are up to something. No good. Makes sense, doesn't it? Right? He kind of like leans in, quiets.
Is
It's one of their old buildings, isn't it?
I don't know.
Is that what it is? They did come out of nowhere. Was it 6, 8 decades ago?
I think it was 14,
14.
12 to 14 years ago. The Thessalonians and Aslanti emerged again. No expert on Galarian lore, but I think that might be accurate.
Isn't how Galarian lores go. While this is going on, Bertrand wants to look at that big ship that he's pointed out and try to figure out if he can figure out by the way it looks where it's from. Like, is it,
Sure, go ahead and roll a secret.
can I? Yeah, I'd rather do that than a sailing lore.
Sailing lore might
I have
cover
a-
the DC.
Oh well, I already rolled perception. Can I undo that and do the sailing lore?
Too late.
God damn it!
The dice have sung. It's too far away for you to get any kind of idea.
Okay,
Build.
we'll keep that in mind to check out when he gets closer for inspection.
I think Ben would kind of pull Faradir aside and just be like, so I don't think it's wise for us to try and kick him out right now. I think maybe we come back for him. I have some empathy for the man. He seems well enough. He just is a little ahead.
Faradir would kind of be leaned in. He's like, yes, I plan to speak with local law enforcement before I take any further steps.
Perhaps for now it is best that we leave Derrol here and make our way into Iron Harbor. I do not know how much more information we can truly pull from this man.
He's been. Oh, he's not there. Bertrand's not there. Bertrand's probably like talking to him and like looking at his other collection of other Steves in his hand while they're doing this.
Yeah, Sif has
Like,
stepped up with Bertrand as well.
This is Lady Steve.
I was gonna say there has to be a Lady Steve.
It's got like a hole in it. I built this hole with friction. Nope. Okay. Anyway,
If you take
Lady
one
Steve
Steve,
is the biggest of the Steves.
if you take one Steve and rub it against another Steve.
When one Steve and another Steve love each other very much.
There's a spark between them.
They make a Steve-O.
They make a Steve-O.
oh,
Just a
goodness.
pebble.
So I think oh, go ahead.
Go for it. No, please.
Okay, Faradir would probably be like distancing himself out of the conversation, not walking away, but stepping back, drawing everyone away. So
Just like leave and don't say goodbye.
not that, but when you're in a group and you kind of start walking away and drawing the group that way with your movement,
Well, Derrol, and Steve, and Steve, and Steve, and Lady Steve, it's been a pleasure. We are going to go into town now, I think, and look around a bit more, and we'll let you know if we see anything at Stone Home. But stay in. as we leave, when we go back to Osprey Cove, like we said, you're more than welcome to come with us. So we'll keep you in mind as we leave, and you can come and visit. You'd be our honored guest.
I would be honored. I would love that. Oh, friend. Honestly, this is the most pleasant encounter I've had with anybody in here.
That's depressing.
He kind of looks down and maybe kicks the dirt a little bit and says, "Do bring me back to Osprey Cove with you. I do have a bit of treasure I nicked from the boss Valdemar. I realized pay me with."
I've got something now.
Perfect. Sounds great.
I don't know what this key...
Embezzlement.
Oh, I should have said that. I don't know what this this thing meant for, but I have it. Definitely didn't say it was a key.
We jump him. Give us the key.
The ghosts come swarming out of the three homes.
Exactly.
Swirl around you.
Steal the key and throw him into the ocean.
Well,
The Steve tied around his leg.
did you redact that?
I mean, he said it.
Okay, I didn't know if that was you saying like no. He doesn't say that. Well, I don't know. Should we? What kind of treasure? That sounds interesting. I'm just curious. Again, can I actually do a sense motive on this? And like, is he gonna like murder us, or is he just like kind of spacey and weird?
You can roll, roll sense motive.
Okay, yeah, just like on his whole vibe.
Secret.
Did he straight up say that there's a chest inside the house that belongs to the Valdemars?
He didn't say there was a chest. He did slip that his bit of treasure he stole from Boss Valdemar was a key.
Is Valdemar the friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Then
He just admitted to.
I don't think we would know that. I'm just
Yeah.
curious because he said that, and Nick, your face like lit up. So I
Yeah,
just
so
wanted to
I'm
know.
imagining he just admitted to having
Your
stolen
friend's
property of my
shit.
client.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to see,
Yeah.
He's a lawyer, man. He's thinking in the law firms like he just admitted to stealing. That's almost like probable cause, to
man.
get in there.
Your guys' faces are all off. It's so off now in the cameras. So funny.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no. It's hard to when we don't. I
Yeah.
usually use my thing as a monitor, but
Mm.
so is that perception right for sense motive now?
Yes.
Okay.
Might scoot to your
Oops.
left, Dylan. There
Thank
you
you.
go. Stick to your right. There you go. Just a...
There you go.
right. That's a roll. You believe he's been completely sincere about everything he's saying. You do believe he's a little whacked out from just isolation alone, but you're not sure if there are actually ghosts here or not. But you
Just a kooky dude. Cool. Well, can we see a key?
Can I see it?
no, not until I get to Osprey Cove.
Well, what
Ghost
does the
one,
key lead to?
I don't.
Derrol,
Something.
if we
Hmm.
came back during the
Roll
night,
up perception.
would that intrude upon you? I know Butch and I are curious.
Are you asking for a sleepover?
We would love to meet the
Guy.
ghosts.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, his eyes go wide. Yes, I'd love to have some company. There's plenty of room between these three homes. Yes, absolutely. Though, I recommend switching rooms every couple hours or so. The ghosts get very angry and they howl loudly. It's hard to sleep. I've had to move rooms a few times. Come from mansion to mansion. Gotta make do with what's here.
We wouldn't mind that. I can't speak for everyone, but that's okay with you. I think it would be very nice to be able to come back and meet, sort of meet the rest of the residents.
Want to meet all my Steves?
And the unknown ghosts As well.
I definitely wouldn't mind taking a look around at the place when we get time.
Sure. I'll be here. I won't be anywhere else. Except
then
maybe
we will-
down there by the beach.
And we will do a Scooby-Doo style chase throughout the 3 mansions. Eventually unmask the person in the ghost costume.
Yes.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds fun. It's been a while since I've chased.
I'm not going to comment on that one, even though I have many things I could say.
I
think
could
we've
chase
talked to
you
this
if
guy
you'd
for
like.
so long.
Fen blushes.
I love this guy.
I feel like we're at that weird point between like, are we playing around or are we about to fight? Like,
I've been like, are we playing around or are we fucking?
That is usually the question.
No.
Uh,
Well, Derrol, we'll be back. Don't worry. We'll come back at night. And if we're not back in by night, just wait longer. We'll be back.
all right, I'll be here.
Don't lose that key, mate.
No, it's safe.
Where?
Somewhere.
I don't
Hey,
think you'd
Steve,
want to
tell me
know
where the
he
key
keeps
is.
that.
Yeah.
I have it. Oh,
All right.
you're asking Steve.
Yes, Steve.
You have to wrestle him for it.
Oh, goodness. All right, let's get into town.
Yeah.
6 steps away. I accidentally drew a hero card, so I'm just gonna get it out of my inventory here. Sorry, I don't know how it happened.
All right, so you guys step away, get back on the main road, heading towards Iron Harbor proper. As you guys approach, almost out of nowhere, see a very muscular woman, armed with a greatsword, wearing full
Love it.
plate armor, emblazoned religious symbol of Gorum.
Hot.
She holds up her hand to indicate that you all need to stop.
Faraday high fives. Just kidding.
Oh, here comes the step on me mommy character.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Did you hear that your god is dead?
Do you all stop?
Or like,
Ooh,
or like,
before
ha,
this-
ha, ha, ooh,
Yeah,
ha, ha.
probably.
Yeah, I immediately stop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's-
wait,
Sid's a
sure.
good boy.
Hello.
why? Bertrand puts his hand out too, like, what? What's going on, White?
What's going on? All right. So, lady, where's she at?
Oh, just
To tell me different, I just imagine she's played by Rhea Ripley.
Mm.
I don't know who that is.
Is she like very, very tall or?
She's just she's a super stacked lady. She's a
Oh, she's a W.
Australian too.
yeah,
No, I meant
something like that.
lady with the great sword.
Yes, that's a perfect casting. If that were to actually, she says, "I'm Sister Vanda. Here, guard, perimeter of Iron Harbor."
Well, hello, I am Faradir, and I meant to come on a ship, but my ship was pushed away by the seas, and decided to come on foot. Finish the travel, of course. The ship took us close by, and just finishing the way.
She kind of squints at you. Her eyes kind of scans across each of you, up and down, with a very keen eye. Taking her time looking at you. Her hand is on the pommel of her greatsword, and she looks tense.
There's no need for violence, sister. Vanda? Vanda?
Vanda. Yes, that's how you spell
Okay.
my name.
Thank you. I just like to spell everybody's name. It helps me remember them. Sister, there's no need for violence. We're just trying to make our way into town. Is there a reason that you're standing guard here?
Yes,
Seems out of place for other villages I've been to.
this is a normal guard post for any follower of Forum and protector of Iron Harbor. What is your business here? Have people approaching?
I believe it's supposed to be west.
Yes,
Like,
west then.
You're
I
here
don't really
on-
know though.
You're here
Zoom
for
out.
legal matters.
Yes, maybe hoping for a stop in the inn for a drink, and then hoping to speak with the local sheriff.
About what?
About one of the nearby properties outside the city.
She kind of looks over your shoulder and past you. The ruins over there.
Yes, those are the ones.
Nobody cares about.
Well, then I should have no problem with my trip and be out of your way very quickly.
Exactly.
She's kind of as you talk, she kind of her gaze kind of meanders over to Ordwe, and she kind of eyeing her. Looks very wary. Then she kind of looks at Sif. Then you see her grip, the pommel kind of tighten around it. Then Ordwe speaks up. Please. Mr. Vanda, I come from Osprey Cove. Come to Iron Harbor because there was a man that showed up and died. Gormite. You know anything of this? You missing somebody? Following? See Sister Vanda's expression shift from to surprise.
I buried the lead, I guess.
And then her grip on the pommel kind of loosens. And then her face even softens for a moment. She says, that have been Brother Blanton. Grown quite ill. Trying our best to care for him. Nights ago, he became violent and fled our care. We've been looking for him. Had no idea he'd made it all the way to Osprey.
It
we-
was,
It. Go ahead.
it was
Thank-
unfortunate. He arrived in the inn and he was shot by some sort of creature from the Underdark and was poisoned by this.
Blinds up.
The Darklands. I know where I'm talking about sometimes. I've hit my wall for the night, clearly. But yes, from the Darklands, and he passed away not long after arriving. He mentioned something about rust. Do you know anything about this?
She essentially just ignores you, and her focus is on Ordwe.
Son of a bitch.
She hears you, acknowledges you, and by saying, "Fortunate." Elder Ordwe, I need you to come with me to Stoneholm. Lord Ragnulf to speak to one of the leaders of Osprey Cove about Brother Blanton, but also about the future Kindred Cove. To discuss. Can accommodate you alone, going home for the night. Then her gaze.
Did he freeze?
Yeah.
You can accommodate us alone, her alone, or
Yeah, and accommodate her alone at Stoneholm for the night. Then her gaze kind of slowly leaves Ordwe, and then to the rest of you, you all must wait here.
oh shit. For the record, I thought we weren't supposed to say anything of that shit to this lady, so that's why I didn't, as Bertrand.
I was thinking about it too, but
It was like, I don't think she needs to know about this.
Faradir was just telling the truth of his perspective.
Yeah, very true. I don't. Orderly, how do you feel about that? Nobody's been here for so long, and now they want you to go in there alone.
She has the
Place
right
that-
to counsel.
I was halfway expecting this. Please, Stefanda, if you don't mind, I'd like to speak to my friends here privately.
I'll have a moment with my client.
So all of you can roll a secret perception check, please.
Cool. And I was trying to write it down, but Robert, what did the dead Gormite was brother? I didn't quite catch his
Blanton.
Lanton.
Blanton.
Lanton.
And
It's Ragnall that is
Ragnulf. Lord
Ragnulf.
Ragnulf.
Thank you.
Ragnu.
Damn it.
Lord.
It's always some
me-
one letter off.
You put the F as a PH.
No, I put OLF instead of ULF.
Where my skills?
Olaf?
You said secret perception.
Yes.
Brother Olaf.
It's not like that other guy. What was their name? It's like Quizzle or something like that. Anyway, secret perception.
How do we roll it without?
Look above where your initiative's at. Your regular perception credit there.
And then there's a little blind eye that's secret.
Secret.
I still don't have the skill tree, so I'll just roll it from here, I guess.
It should. It's not like in your core skills. It's
It's gonna be on your left page, no matter what tab you're on.
The red banner.
There, okay, there we go. Got it. You think I would be better at this by now?
2 hours a week is not enough practice.
All right. So, as she steps away from Sister Vanda, she kind of gathers you all into a huddle of sort. Something's going on here. I noticed that she seemed surprised to find out about our visit. That Thessalonian ship in the harbor that oh well. I'd feel. But I do believe that we do need to part ways. As an elder and representative of Osprey Cove with this Lord Ragnall. This is necessary. I'll accompany Sister Vanda to meet Ragnulf. While I do that, you all investigate around the village. Keep an eye out. This could be a golden opportunity for the confused. She kind of looks a little concerned. Something's going on. Ask questions. Find somewhere to stay the night. Figure out why that ship's here. But I believe discretion, our after. Kind of nods and then turns away from you all, almost after. And she says, yeah, Sister Vanda, yes, please take me to Lord Ragnulf. My friends here will stay in the village. Do you have somewhere they may visit?
You
I'll,
might stay. You might stay with Derrol.
while I accompany you? I suppose. Check out Elsie's, and she points to a building next to the dock with the only red roof. And that Ordwy kind of nods and smiles confidently, but there's a hint of worry behind her eyes that you all can see. She walks away down the trail, deeper into Iron Harbor, as fades. You all kind of stare after her. Possession.
Damn.
I've heard nothing but bad things about these red roof inns.
I knew the end was coming by the time, but my insides were like, "Keep going, we're having so much fun."
Right.
Like,
I was kind of in a similar place where I was like, I would love to keep going, but if I do, I'm going to die.
Literally,
inn
as a
was
human.
Elsie's.
Elsie's. E-L-S-I-E-A.
Oh.
Elsie. E-L-S-I-E. Apostrophe S.
man.
Elsie's.
S-I-E. Okay, Elsie's. Red roof.
Put LCs as in like the C's, but with L.
so one thing Faradir would have told you guys all while we were walking, is his intention